When it comes to trying to become an artist, one of the main things people do to actually grow as an artist is social media, as it's a really great way to actually get your name out there in the art community and become, big. It's one of the few ways that you yourself can grow by yourself from the comfort of your own home without having to actually become an apprentice or something like that. And it's something that I myself have been doing for years now. I started actually putting effort into social media for the last 3 years, but I actually started having an online presence way long before that. I used to have multiple other YouTube accounts and social media accounts, but I never started actually like thinking about YouTube, like and actually wanting to do it, um, and taking it serious until like 3 years ago when I was still in high school. Now, gaining traction on social media happens in either two ways. It's either extremely fast or extremely slow. You either have one video blow up and you have to learn to maintain that audience when you blow up, or you steadily build up a smaller community over the years and it steadily increases. However, as an artist, I don't think you should put all your effort into just social media to grow. Now, why? Everyone in this world now sees the value of having an online presence. Everyone wants to hit it big. And I mean genuinely everybody. Um, Way back when people thought, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, social media influencer bullshit was just for having fun and never considered it a real path. People often said, hey, get a real job to people who did YouTube and stuff like that. However, as time progressed, everyone completely did a 180. If you start doing social media now, you're basically at war with the entire world with trying to gain traction. Now, I'm not saying don't do it at all. That would be really stupid to say considering I'm literally doing it right now myself. What I mean is to have other options to grow yourself. I feel posting 10 reels, if I feel like if you think posting 10 reels a day is what you think is a better option, go for it. But I think otherwise. I think posting what am I even saying right now? Posting so much can lead to multiple options, as I would know because I posted 10 reels a day in the past and I would, fuck myself over. But again, it can either have two options. You can either succeed or you burn out and you feel like a failure. And I say this as someone who got the second option, and that's the majority. If if you blow up doing the 10 reels a day, then go for it. However, if you take the percent of everyone who's trying to get big on social media and see how many of those people who actually blew up, that percentage is tiny as fuck. We just think it's easy because we, the consumer, only see the ones that blow up because they blew up. We just don't see the amount of people who climb from the bottom because they still are at the bottom and haven't blown up. We just constantly consume media, people who blow up, who get traction, who say you can do it too, because that's the only content that we see because they're the only ones that have blown up. We aren't actively searching out smaller creators and seeing how many of them just haven't got there yet because they just haven't got there yet. Now, what I recommend is not pouring your entire being into building your online presence online, like TikTok. So that I recommend still doing it, obviously, because it's a very helpful tool, very great, but do it in a controlled way and not in an extreme way. Plan it out. Make 3 reels a week instead of 10. And the time that you were going to originally use to make all 10 reels, now you only made 3. So now you can use that time to use other growing methods, such as, going to art fairs, anime shows, with booths, stuff like that, where you can actually have a real life presence interaction with people, sell your items to people physically, and have you plug yourself, whether it be through the things you sell, just being yourself, stuff like that. Connecting with other artists, whether it be like through online, but like talking to people, calling people, meeting other artists, whether you go to school, you're in a club or something, you can meet other artists and connect with each other. You can use that time to study your art and improve, so that people, if you really want to grow your online presence like that, people will be more drawn to seeing, improvement in studying and stuff like that. There are many ways to grow as an artist that I don't think it's very smart to pour all your energy into the hardest one to achieve, which I believe is building an online presence. So if you want to grow as an artist, do online, but also work on, all the other methods I believe before. And of course, I believe the social media presence is one of the best ones to have as an artist. But that also means it's the hardest, and the chance you will fail is extremely high. Everyone who blows up says if you're passionate about it and you want it that bad, you'll make it too. And I don't believe that's really true. I just think they're trying to, motivate you to keep going. I believe it's all, not all, but I believe online presence gaining is very largely based on luck. And if your video gets pushed out enough and if people, continue to see your content. That's why you see some people who blow up and then fall right back off because none of their content ever gets pushed out again. And the people who followed that account really just never see their content and they don't go out of their way to search them out because you just were, like that one guy who blew up on their account that one time. More people than I can count on my fingers give up and fail every day in online presence building. It's very hard and it's full of luck, like I just said. It's like maybe my video will get pushed out. I don't know. Maybe it won't. I think, and I suggest putting your effort into multiple growing methods. I want as many artists to succeed, and art is a very hard thing to do to make your job in this day and age. Even so, with the rise of people trying to copy artists and, of course, AI. So becoming an artist online is even harder now because everyone's going to think that you're fucking using AI or some shit. So I really do encourage every artist trying to, become social media to just not dump all their time and energy into posting something. Do content creation, obviously, but, work on, like I said, improving your skills, studying, connecting with other artists, get a booth somewhere, join an art fair, join some art program in your local community or something, and this is just a little small tidbit of mine. I personally think that connecting with other artists is one of the best things you can do to actually grow yourself.